So the final episode of this series, 2 games remain in the Premier League. Matchday 37 against Crystal Palace today. We need Tottenham Hotspur to drop points and Manchester City to pick up 3 points if we are to lift the league title, have any chance of lifting it come the end of the season. It all depends on that Spurs performance. They keep winning and keep getting 1-0 wins. Here is Frimpong into Elise. Nice turn here by Michael Elise into his former side today. Elise, great feet, Elise. Elise still swings one in. Cleared away by Crystal Palace. Lumped away. PAQUETA down. Haaland on the turn. Space for Erling Haaland. So much space. Manchester City take the lead. Within 4 minutes against Crystal Palace, City are in front here. Brilliant play from Manchester City. Elise swings one in. Palace get it away, but not further enough away from their box. PAQUETA with a header down to Erling Haaland on the spin. And a really good finish from City's Norwegian. Past Sam Johnstone, the goalkeeper. And he gives Manchester City a lead in what is a must-win. But it's out of our hands, really, isn't it? We've got to hope that Spurs drop points as well. Very nice hit by Haaland. Hit it very hard and low. Frimpong. Elise. Oh, what a touch by Michael Elise. Skips past Ferguson. Elise. Pokes it back into Doku down the middle of Johnstone. Again by Elise. Followed by City into Elise. Cleared away by Palace half-time. Manchester City lead by 1-0 at the Etihad Stadium. But it's all about that Spurs result. Palace have hardly had any of the ball, and here's Matheus Nunes skipping past the challenges. Rolls back into Haaland. Doku. Back in towards Miguel Gutierrez. Miguel. Matheus Nunes. Elise. Elise! Off the crossbar. Brilliant hit from Michael Elise there. You think it's going to be nestling in the back of the net, really, in that top corner. Miguel Gutierrez in towards Matheus Nunes. Elise. Great spin, but can't finish it off. Doku. Haaland. Oh, what a ball through to Jeremy Doku. Jeremy Doku! Manchester City double the lead. And it's Jeremy Doku who makes it 2-0 to Manchester City. What a finish by Jeremy Doku. And brilliant play by Erling Haaland, who's more than just a goal scorer, isn't he? He's a creator as well. How many times have we seen Erling Haaland put in those really, really impressive passes this season? Time and time again. He's done it again. Great ball through. Jeremy Doku. Near post finish. Manchester City 2. Crystal Palace 0. Big goal. We just got to hope Spurs drop points. I don't think they will. But Manchester City is certainly on their mind. Good finish by Doku, who gets, I think, maybe his 11th goal of the Premier League season. He's been very prolific. Oh, space for PAQUETA again here. PAQUETA. Doku. Doku. Back to PAQUETA. Frees one through to Michael Elise against his former side. And Michael Elise does score against his former team, Crystal Palace. A really good finish by the Frenchman. Ball in by Lucas PAQUETA. And there is Michael Elise to bend it in and make it 3-0 Manchester City right late on in this one. The fans are celebrating, but I think they know it all depends on that Spurs result if City are going to go and win the Premier League title now. Great play by Doku into PAQUETA, pokes it through to Elise. One touch, bang. Past Johnstone against his former side. He does celebrate as Michael Elise because he knows that is a big goal in Manchester City's season, which looks like it's going to be a trophyless one. But a really good finish from Michael Elise, who's been very good in his first season at Manchester City, still adapting to Pep Guardiola's style of play. Doku with a heavy touch, full-time whistle goes. Manchester City 3, Crystal Palace 0. And we'll see here by the reaction of the players, which looks like it's going to be a negative reaction from the captain. City are out the title race. Spurs have picked up 3 points. Well, let's have a see the results around the Premier League table then. We won by 3-0. Arsenal beat Newcastle by 3-0. The big one is Spurs. A 1-0 win again for Spurs. Great defensive performance by them this season. Matchday 37. It means City cannot catch Spurs. And the Premier League winners will be Spurs. Manchester City, trophyless this season. Trophyless under Pep Guardiola. Congratulations to Spurs on winning the title. They have been a really good team to come up against. Down at the bottom there, Bournemouth and Co. So final game of the series for Manchester City. It is at home at the Etihad Stadium. We can't lift the Premier League title. Second is the best we can hope for. Manchester City take on a side that have got a decent result, a decent record at the Etihad. A 1-0 win, or a 1-0 defeat, sorry, in the Premier League this season, in real life. And of course, the season before, Ivan Toney's double meant that Brentford picked up a 2-1 win at the Etihad against Manchester City. Brentford have got a lot to their game. Very physical force, no Ivan Toney anymore. But Mbeumo is dangerous, and he's certainly the one to look out for with his pace, with his skill on that counter-attack. Brentford certainly will play very direct. And Manchester City have got to make sure they can handle that counter-attack and control it. Corner Manchester City. Alvarez short towards Elise. Elise turns into Jeremy Frimpong. Frimpong pulls the trigger. Big save from Albanian Tomas Strakosha. Found by Elise. Good hit. Good save. Right towards Jack Grealish. Grealish in the box here. Taken down by Aaron Hickey. I think that is a penalty to Manchester City. Taken down is Jack Grealish in the box by Aaron Hickey. And Erling Haaland will step up for perhaps number 31, 32 in the Premier League this season. Good feet from Grealish. Holds off Hickey. Doesn't get the ball. Rattles the shins of Jack Grealish. Penalty for Erling Haaland. Can he beat Tomas Strakosha? Haaland steps up. Haaland against Strakosha. Right down the middle. Strakosha gambles and saves. Brentford had a bit more of the ball in the second half as Mbeumo pulls the trigger. And how close is that from Brian Mbeumo? Found by Damsgaard. With Hugo. And Mbeumo on his left foot. It's not far past Edison's post. Here is Julian Alvarez to Manchester City. Alvarez gets going. Haaland pulls him away on the run. Alvarez! Alvarez! Oh, good straight by Strakosha. Really good save. It's maybe a little bit too central from Alvarez. Looking towards the corner. Haaland's run pulls him away. Creates that space for Alvarez, who just can't finish it off. Here's De Bruyne. Matheus Nunes. Can he lead a counter for City? Physical in the midfield. Really good play into Joshua Vardiol. Vardiol for City. Alvarez is there. Vardiol. Alvarez in space. One touch. Alvarez pulls the trigger. Manchester City lead against Brentford. And it's Julian Alvarez off the bench to score for Pep Guardiola's side. Good play from Matheus Nunes. Takes a rap on the shins for that one. Vardiol finds Alvarez. One touch. Bang. Pulls the trigger on the weaker left foot. He's into the back of net. And he gives Manchester City the lead at home against Brentford in the final game of the season, of the series. Good play and a good finish from Julian Alvarez, who might get the final goal of the series. Here's De Bruyne. Space for De Bruyne. Brentford stepping off. De Bruyne. De Bruyne. De Bruyne! Off the inside of the post. How unlucky for Kevin De Bruyne. Well, final seconds of the game here. Visser. Ball through here. Johan Visser's in. City could be in trouble. Johan Visser. Blocked by Edison. And Damsgaard finished off the rebound. Well, that sort of sums up Manchester City's season, doesn't it, on the final day. A late goal conceded to Brentford. And it's disappointing. A lot like Manchester City's season. Two mistakes in latter stage in important moments. Dropping silly points, making silly mistakes. And that goal there really does sum up our season. How it has gone for Manchester City. Struggling when we shouldn't do. Into Johan Visser. Initial clearance by Edison. But straight to Damsgaard. No City defender within him. Near him. Vardiol. Diaz. No one there. Brentford score. 1-1. And that was the last kick of the game. It ends the Premier League season with Manchester City second in the Premier League. Out in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. And out in the quarterfinals of the Champions League as well. Pep Guardiola's side have not had a very successful season. And they've got it all to do, haven't they, in the future for this club. But I've really enjoyed this season. The players still are loved by the fans, appreciated by the fans for previous achievements. And just because they haven't achieved it this season doesn't mean they won't do it again in the future. Elise, PAQUETA, Frimpong, Gutierrez, João Neves, all impactful signs, some more than others. And I've really enjoyed this series. So the season is complete. Let's have a see how Manchester City finish off. So 1-1 draw with Brentford, unfortunately, in the last few minutes. Mean only a draw on the final day. Spurs beat United by 1-0 again. They've won the last 10 games, I think, Spurs, by 1-0. So Tottenham finished top on 89 points. Manchester City in second on 83. Liverpool third with 77, and Aston Villa get Champions League football 70, pipping Manchester United to that Champions League place on the final day of the season by just one single point. It's West Ham, Newcastle, Arsenal, Chelsea, Brighton make up the top 10. At the bottom, Bournemouth, Southampton and Fulham relegated, Everton, Ipswich, Wolves, Brentford, Crystal Palace, Forest and Leicester City stay in the Premier League this season. But there you are, Spurs winning it. We had a better goal difference, but they had a better defence and they had the better results in the end, and that is why Spurs deservedly Premier League winners. On towards some of the stats of the season. So Premier League goal ranking, Erling Haaland came top in the goals with 32. Spurs' Heung-min Son second with 17. We also got Doku in there, joint 8th, Richarlison, Jota, Mount and Nkunku with 11 goals off that left-hand side. As for the assist ranking, That went whose way? McAllister got top with 12, Ward-Prowse second with 11, De Bruyne only got 10 this season, Salah 10 as well for Liverpool, Haaland got 9 actually, Foden and Doku getting 8 each in the assist area. Individual titles, so player of the season was Spurs' Vicario. That is expected with all the clean sheets they got. Top scorer Haaland, assist leader McAllister, and best award, manager award goes to Ange Postecoglou for leading this Spurs side to a Premier League title. But Vicario, player of the season as a goalkeeper. And team of the season, Haaland and Salah, the two up top. It's De Bruyne, Rodri, McAllister and Joelinton in the midfield three, with Robertson, Martinez, Botman and Trippier at the back for Vicario and goal. Vicario, the only Spurs player despite them winning the league. 3 City players, 3 Spurs, Liverpool players, 3 Newcastle players and 1 Manchester United player in that team of the season to win the Premier League. Well, that ends this season. Season completed. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a bit of a different series, a bit of a different layout for the PES series. Just something a bit different on the channel. Trying to keep things fresh before we get back into the FC 24 series and career mode and so on. It's been great to do this one and play with some different players and sign some different players to Manchester City and see how they do. And unfortunately, it didn't go well. Trophyless season for Manchester City. Didn't work out for Pep Guardiola's side. Thanks for watching. Please like the video if you haven't already. And please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you want to see extended episodes like these ones or all the other ones, then you can join the We Are City Members Club to see extended episodes and early access to most of the content, if not all the content on the channel. We'll see you guys next time.